gestures, and colorful visuals in your mind. 1-1 Entrepreneurship. Meaning and concept. What is entrepreneurship? The word entrepreneurship comes from the French word entreprendre, which means to undertake. Entrepreneurship is the process of starting and managing a business using innovative ideas, capital, money, business intelligence, layman effort. The goal is to make new products/services or improve existing businesses based on market opportunities. Definition. You should remember for exam. Entrepreneurship is the attempt to create value through recognition of business opportunity, the management of risk-taking appropriate to the opportunity, and through the communicative and management skills to mobilize human, financial, and material resources necessary to bring a project to fruition. From a conference on entrepreneurship in the USA. Other important definitions. Joseph Schumpeter. Entrepreneurship consists in doing things that are not generally done in the ordinary course of business. It means doing something new and different from normal business. Peter Drucker. Entrepreneurship is about redirecting resources towards progressive opportunities. It's not just being creative, it's hard work and needs good management too. Key functions of entrepreneurship. Think like a flowchart. 1. Discover opportunities. 2. Design a business plan. 3. Arrange resources, money, people, tools. 4. Apply business techniques. 5. Implement the ideas. 6. Handle risks and uncertainty. 7. Control business activities. How is it different from just running a business? A manager manages. An entrepreneur creates and innovates. Just like a manager does management, an entrepreneur does entrepreneurship. Example, easy to understand. Example, imagine a person named Ria. She sees that people in her city want healthy snacks, but no shops sell them. So she starts a small business where she makes and sells tasty, healthy snacks using Instagram marketing. That is entrepreneurship because she saw an opportunity. She created something new. She took risk by investing money. She used marketing and skills. What is entrepreneurship? Very important. When a person uses entrepreneurial thinking inside a big company, it is called intrapreneurship. Example, Rahul works at Tata Motors. He comes up with a cool idea for an electric bike. Tata allows him to work on it like his own project. He's not leaving the company, but acting like an entrepreneur inside it. Corporate venturing and spin-offs. Big companies can use entrepreneurship to launch new ventures, corporate venturing, create spin-off businesses, new startups grown from the parent company. Example, Google created a new company, Waymo, just to work on self-driving cars. That's a spin-off from Google. Key takeaways, important for exam. Entrepreneurship equals process of starting, managing, and growing a business using innovation, risk-taking. Needs ideas, capital, people, and business skills to succeed. Definitions by Schumpeter and Drucker are very important. Entrepreneurship is not just business. It's creating something new. Entrepreneurship, acting like an entrepreneur inside a company. Corporate venturing and spin-offs come from entrepreneurship in big firms. Real-world applications. Why should you care? In interviews, when asked, what is entrepreneurship or why do you want to be an entrepreneur, you can talk about innovation, opportunity, risk-taking, and examples like Ria or Waymo. In group discussions, use terms like corporate venturing, entrepreneurship, and quote Schumpeter or Drucker. This shows you know concepts deeply. In internships jobs, if you suggest new ideas, solve problems creatively, or take ownership, you are showing entrepreneurial spirit, even as an employee. That's very valuable to companies. Quick revision. Entrepreneurship equals starting something new by taking risks and using creativity. Use resources smartly to turn ideas into businesses. Famous definitions by Schumpeter and Drucker. Entrepreneurship, being innovative inside a company, leads to new business units, spin-offs, and corporate growth. Would you like me to explain the next valid and exam ready? Hash 1.1.2 Characteristics of Entrepreneurship, Module 1, Introduction to the World of Entrepreneurship. 1. Economic activity. Entrepreneurship is a money-making activity that involves starting and managing a business. The main focus is on creating value and earning profits. Remember, it's not a hobby. It's a serious economic job. Example, a person opening a cafe is doing it not for fun, but to earn profit through service and sales. Tash. 2. Object-oriented. Entrepreneurship always works with a clear goal, usually to earn profit by making and selling unique products, services. Example, Ola and Uber's goal was clear: make transportation easier and earn from rides. Decision-making. Entrepreneurs have to choose smartly from various options. Since business always includes risk and uncertainty, making the right decision is key to success. Example, choosing between two suppliers. One is cheaper, but the other is more reliable. Tough call, right? That's decision-making. Or accepting challenges. Business is not always smooth. There are many thorns like lack of funds, labor problems, market competition, etc. Entrepreneurs face them bravely and solve them smartly. Example, a bakery owner dealing with sudden ingredient price hikes but still keeps the business going. 5. Risk-taking. Every entrepreneur must be ready to take risks. Future is uncertain, things might go well or not, but they still move forward with confidence. Example, starting a mobile app during COVID times. Huge risk, but could bring huge success too. Tash 6, building organization. Entrepreneurs don't just have ideas. They build teams, assign roles, and organize everything to run the business smoothly. Example, founders of Zomato hired app developers, marketing experts, and delivery staff to grow the brand. 7, dynamic process. Entrepreneurship is always changing. It keeps adapting to new trends, customer needs, and technology. Example, a business that shifted from selling offline to online during COVID. Super dynamic. Gap filling function. Entrepreneurs identify what's missing in the market and fill that gap by providing needed goods/services. Example, Swiggy filled the gap of food delivery from local restaurants. Before it, we only had pizza chains delivering. 9. Skillful management. They are great managers too, planning, organizing, and monitoring all activities to ensure smooth flow of work. Example, running a clothing brand means managing designers, tailors, suppliers, and customers. Tough job, but they do it with skill. Innovation. Entrepreneurship equals creativity, action. They come up with new ideas and better ways to solve problems. Example, Paytm introduced QR payments. No need for carrying cash. That's innovation. 1, mobilization of resources. Entrepreneurs know how to find, collect, and use available resources like money, people, tools, etc. in the best way possible. Example, starting a tuition center at home using available chairs, whiteboard, and online marketing. Have our summary. Quick revision time. Characteristic emoji, what it means. Economic activity. Profit-making business. Object-oriented, goal-focused, decision-making, choosing best option, accepting challenges, facing problems boldly, risk-taking, ready for uncertainties, building organization, creating team structure, dynamic process, adapting to change, gap-filling, solving market needs, skillful management, managing everything smartly, innovation, new and better ideas, mobilizing resources, using what's available. How this helps you in real life. Interviews. You can speak confidently about how entrepreneurs think and act. Very useful in HR rounds. Group discussions. Say things like, entrepreneurs are risk takers and problem solvers. Sounds smart. Internships, jobs. You'll learn how to manage challenges, teams, time, and risks, all key workplace skills. Bank PO exams. Improves your decision-making and economic understanding. Useful for general awareness and descriptive writing. Let me know when you're ready for the next concept. Let's go. 1.1.3 Role of Entrepreneurship in Economic Development. Chapter 1, Entrepreneurship. Module 1, Intro to the World of Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is like a power engine that pushes the economy forward. Entrepreneurs help create jobs, improve living standards, develop rural areas, and much more. 1. Creates large-scale employment opportunities. Definition. The most crucial problem in developing countries is unemployment. Entrepreneurs create businesses which give jobs to a lot of people. How it works. When someone starts a business, like a factory, a food chain, or a delivery startup, they need workers, managers, drivers, designers, etc. As the business grows, more people get hired. Example, a small garment factory opens in a town. Over 2 years, it grows and hires 100 plus tailors, packers, and sales staff. Gesture, entrepreneurs, job creators. Pictures, owners shaking hands with new employees. 2. Balanced regional development. Definition, growth should not be limited to big cities only. Entrepreneurs help develop rural and less developed areas too. How it works. Big companies start new factories or offices in villages or small towns, which brings roads, transport, schools, and hospitals to those areas. Example, Tata Motors set up plants in Sanand, a village in Gujarat. Now it's a well-developed industrial zone. Growth, spreading like sunshine. Picture, village before and after industry came. 3. Increase in national income. Definition, national income equals total goods plus services made in a country in a year. How it works. Entrepreneurs use raw materials to make products, sell them in India, and also export them. This increases the total income of the country. Example, Indian entrepreneurs export IT services, garments, spices, and earn foreign money. Gesture, money flowing into the economy. Picture, factory producing goods with export ships. 4. Promotes country's export trade. Definition, entrepreneurs help India sell goods and services outside the country, bringing foreign currency. How it works. More exports, more income, less need for imports equals strong economy. Example, Infosys exporting software services earns dollars for India. Just flying goods from India to the world. Picture, goods flying from India to global destinations. 5. New products, services, and businesses. Definition, entrepreneurs introduce fresh ideas, new services, and technology to grow the economy. How it works. They always try something new to attract customers and solve problems. Example, Zomato introduced 10-minute delivery service, a brand new business concept. Gesture, light bulb idea turning into a product. Picture, brainstorming new product ideas. 6. Dispersal of economic power. Definition, preventing monopoly, where a few companies control the whole market. How it works. More entrepreneurs, more competition, power spread among many, not just a few big companies. Instead of only Amazon, we also have Flipkart, Meesho, Snapdeal, etc., all competing. Gesture, power in many hands. Picture, multiple small businesses on a scale balancing a big company. Definition, entrepreneurs help people enjoy better life through affordable, quality products and services. How it works. When people have more choices, cheaper prices, and better services, their life becomes easier. Example, D-Mart offers affordable groceries to middle-class families, improving their lifestyle. Gesture, happy family with shopping bags. 8. Creating innovation. Definition, entrepreneurs bring new ideas, tools, apps, and tech to society. How it works. Innovation means doing things better. Entrepreneurs are always updating and improving. PhonePe brought UPI-based payments, no cash needed now. Gesture, lightbulb, and rocket combo. Picture, app developers working on new tech. 9. Production evolution process. Definition, entrepreneurs improve how things are produced, making production faster, cheaper, smarter. How it works. They mix new technology plus creativity, smart production. Example, a shoe company using robots to pack shoes more efficiently. Gesture, assembly line with innovation spark. Picture modern production lines. Enhancing welfare amenities. Definition, entrepreneurs develop services for society like insurance, education, healthcare, etc. How it works, they notice what's missing in society and create solutions. Example, Practo app makes it easy to consult doctors from home. Gesture, heart gear equals social good. Healthcare and education services being offered. Summary to revised table. NAR. Role of entrepreneurship. Emoji. Why it's important. 1. Employment generation. Solves unemployment. 2. Regional development. Rural growth. National income growth. More money to nation. 4. Export promotion. Earns foreign money. Innovation of products. New things in market. 6. Breaking monopoly. Economic fairness. 7. Better lifestyle. Improved living. 8. Innovation creation. Smarter society. Better production. Efficient output. Welfare services. Serves community. How this helps you in real life. And interviews. Say entrepreneurs support India's economy by creating jobs, boosting exports, and developing rural areas. Sounds professional. Group discussions. Use points like entrepreneurship disperses economic power and brings innovation in production. Internships, jobs. Learn how businesses think, innovate, and contribute. These points will help you stand out as a future business leader. Bank PO descriptive paper. You can write essays on role of entrepreneurship in Indian economy using these exact points with full confidence. You're doing excellent. Let me know the next concept you want to learn. I'll explain it exactly like this, full of emojis, real-life use, and exam focus. Keep going, future MBA rockstar. SHAP 1.4 Forms of Entrepreneurship. Understanding the different styles of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not one size fits all. It comes in two major forms that serve different purposes and environments. Let's understand both with clear gestures, examples, and emojis. 1. Small business entrepreneurship. Definition simplified. Small business entrepreneurship is when a person starts a small-scale business to earn income, generate employment, and serve a local market. Key features. Focuses on local market. Starts with low investment, creates employment for others, encourages self-employment, boosts economic development in small towns and rural areas. Example, a person opens a bakery shop in their town to serve fresh pastries and snacks to locals. They hire 2 to 3 helpers. This is a classic small business entrepreneur, starting small, aiming big. What to remember for exam? It is the foundation of entrepreneurship, acts as a startup engine for many economies, builds economic independence and social strength in society. Real-life relevance. Important in interviews when asked about rural development, MSME sector, helps in bank PO for understanding financial lending to small businesses. Useful for internships in microfinancing, retail or small business consulting. 2. Corporate entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship. Definition, simplified. Corporate entrepreneurship, also called intrapreneurship, means innovating and creating new ideas, products, or processes inside a big company to make it more competitive and profitable. Key features, happens within a big company. Employees behave like entrepreneurs inside the firm. Goal, improve profits, launch new products, or enter new markets. Brings strategic changes and innovation in the company. Example, an employee at Apple suggests a new way to unlock iPhones using face recognition. The company supports the idea and launches it. That employee is an intrapreneur, and Apple supports corporate entrepreneurship. What to remember for exam? It is internal innovation within companies, aims for competitive edge and profit growth, encouraged by companies to grow in dynamic markets. Real-life relevance, useful in interviews to show innovative thinking, important in group discussions. GD on innovation in corporate world helps in understanding corporate innovation models in jobs and MBA case studies. Quick comparison table. Forms: small business entrepreneurship, corporate entrepreneurship, smarsenal risk. Where it happens: outside large firms, inside big companies. Purpose: income plus employment, innovation, abundant plus growth, investment, small, large, risk, personal risk, company-supported risk. Example: local bakery, Apple Face ID development. Summary: easy to revise. Small business entrepreneurship, startups, self-employment, local growth. Corporate entrepreneurship, innovation inside big companies. Both are super important for boosting jobs, innovation, and national economy. Interview and real work connection. Talk about small business in interviews if asked about rural development, MSMEs, self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Mention corporate entrepreneurship in case study interviews, MNC jobs, or strategy internships. Bank PO relevance. Bank officers often sanction loans to small entrepreneurs. Bankers support corporate expansion projects via loans and funding. Your turn now. Send the next concept when ready. We're learning smart, simple, and with full energy. Exam memory tricks. What is the entrepreneurship process? Definition: entrepreneurial process is a step-by-step journey which every entrepreneur follows to create and manage a new business. It includes stages like finding opportunities, planning, arranging resources, and managing everything to reach success. Let's break it down into 4 easy stages with full fun, emojis, and simple examples. 1. Identifying and evaluating opportunity. What happens here? Entrepreneur looks for an idea opportunity to start a business. This opportunity should match with their interest, skills, and market needs. Key points to remember: be alert to spot business ideas. Evaluate if the idea is profitable, match it with your own strengths. Example: a person in a rural area sees there is no shop selling basic groceries nearby. That's an opportunity to open a general store. Visual gesture. Think of a person using binoculars, searching for gold. That's what spotting a business idea is like. 2. Developing a business plan. What happens here? Once the opportunity is selected, the entrepreneur prepares a business plan, like a map that guides the business. Key points to remember: explains what product/service will be offered, includes market research, cost, marketing, etc., helps attract investors. Example: the person who wants to open a grocery store writes down details like where to open, what items to sell, expected cost, how to get stock, etc. Visual gesture. Imagine drawing a map to find treasure. This map equals business plan. 3. Determining resources required. What happens here? Now the entrepreneur needs to collect all resources like money, people, machines, technology, etc. Types of resources. I. Technical resources, machines, tools. Financial resources, cash, loans, investments. E. Physical resources, office, shop, vehicles. V. Human resources, skilled people, employees. V. Intangible resources, patents, brand, data. Key points to remember: identify what is needed. Make sure they are available on time. Get resources at best cost. Example: before opening the store, the person arranges a small shop on rent, buys shelves, stocks, and hires 1 helper. Visual gesture. Think of a chef gathering all ingredients before cooking. Same for entrepreneurs before starting business. 4. Managing the enterprise. What happens here? Now it's time to run the business. That means using all resources, managing people, checking performance, solving problems. Key points to remember: use proper management system. Track performance. Make changes if needed. Keep growing the business. Example: after opening the grocery shop, the person makes sure stock is refilled, customers are happy, helpers are doing their job, and sales are increasing. Visual gesture: like a captain sailing a ship, managing the direction, speed, and crew to reach destination safely. Quick summary. Stage. What happens emoji clue? 1. Identifying and evaluating opportunity. Search and choose idea. 2. Developing business plan. Make a roadmap. 3. Determining resources. Gather all needs. Apple. 4. Managing the enterprise. Run and grow. How this helps in real life, GDs, interviews, and bank PO prep. In interviews, you can using this 4-stage process. In group discussions, use the model to suggest solutions for unemployment or startup growth in India. In internships, jobs, every company values people who understand planning, resource management, and execution. In bank PO exams, helps you understand real-life application of business models and decision-making. Memory trick, use your hand as a gesture cue. 1. Point ahead equals opportunity ahead. 2. Draw a square in air equals business plan on paper. 3. Cup hands equals holding resources. 4. Steer with hands equals managing like a captain. Let me know the next concept whenever you're ready. 1.1.6 Myths and Realities of Entrepreneurship. Module 1, Introduction to the World of Entrepreneurship. What are myths and realities of entrepreneurship? Before we jump into points, let's understand this title. Myths equals wrong beliefs or fake stories people believe without proof. Realities equals the real truth proven by facts or experience. Many people believe false things about entrepreneurs due to what they see in movies, media, or random stories. But research shows entrepreneurs are not always what people assume. Let's now break down 10 myths one by one with real truth plus simple example emojis, so you understand clearly. Myth 1. Entrepreneurs do not think, they just act. Entrepreneurs think a lot before taking action. They create detailed business plans, research markets, and prepare for every step. Thinking plus planning is as important as doing. Example, before launching a restaurant, an entrepreneur studies customer taste, location, pricing, and marketing plans before opening. Myth 2. Entrepreneurs are born, not made. Reality. Entrepreneurship can be learned just like any other subject. With education, practice, and real-world exposure, anyone can become an entrepreneur. Example, MBA students like you are studying entrepreneurship, right? That proves it's learnable. Myth 3. Entrepreneurs are always inventors. Reality. Entrepreneurs may or may not invent things. They just bring new ideas to life or improve existing ones. Example, Ray Kroc didn't invent burgers, but he expanded McDonald's using new business ideas. Myth 4. Entrepreneurs don't fit in society or schools. Reality. Entrepreneurs are now respected in schools, society, and economy. They are seen as job creators and innovators. Example, business schools now have entrepreneurship courses, awards, and events. Myth 5. Entrepreneurs must match a perfect profile. Reality. There is no fixed personality for a successful entrepreneur. Different entrepreneurs have different strengths depending on their industry and environment. Example, Elon Musk, tech, Ratan Tata, industry, and Falguni Nayar, beauty e-commerce, are all different but successful. Myth 6. Entrepreneurs always need big money. Reality, money helps, but it's not everything. Success depends on smart planning, innovation, and strong decision-making. Example, many startups began in garages or hostels, like Flipkart started with just 4 lakhs. Myth 7. Every entrepreneur needs luck. Reality, luck is just preparation meeting opportunity. Successful entrepreneurs prepare well to grab the chance when it comes. Example, if you prepare for a job interview and the position opens up, that's not luck. That's your hard work paying off. Cash us. Myth 8. For entrepreneurs, ignorance is bliss. Reality, ignorance is dangerous in business. Planning and risk analysis are necessary for avoiding failure. Example, a business owner who doesn't study the market might open a shop in the wrong area and fail. Myth 9. Entrepreneurs often fail. Reality, yes, failures happen, but many learn from it and become successful later. Failure is often a step toward success. Example, the glue that failed to stick was used to make Post-it notes, now $1 million product. Myth 10. Entrepreneurs take huge risks like gamblers. Reality, Entrepreneurs take calculated risks, not blind ones. They plan well and prepare for the worst to reduce risk. Example, a business founder studies competitors, market demand, and trends before investing. Tashrif's summary, myths versus reality table, myth, reality. Don't think, just act. Think carefully plus plan ahead. Born not made can be learned with practice. Always inventors can innovate existing ideas. Misfit in society, respected professionals now, perfect profile needed. No fixed profile, anyone can succeed. Always need big money. Smart planning, big money. Need luck. Preparation creates opportunity. Ignorance is okay. Planning is essential. Mostly fail. Failure equals stepping stone to success. Take big risks. Take calculated, smart risks. Interview, job connections. In interviews, you can say entrepreneurs aren't gamblers. They take smart risks after planning. I apply this mindset in my decisions too. In group discussions, if a topic like entrepreneurial mindset comes up, these myths, realities help you speak confidently. In internships, understanding these myths avoids wrong assumptions about business owners or founders. For bank, you'll learn how to evaluate businesses smartly, not based on fake beliefs, a key role for officers dealing with loans. Ready for next topic? Send it now. Let's keep building your knowledge. Chapter 1.1.7, Entrepreneurial Mindset, meaning before explanation. Mindset means how a person thinks or sees things in life, their mental attitude or approach. Entrepreneurial mindset means how entrepreneurs think, act, solve problems, take risks, create ideas, and stay motivated. It's all about being a doer, creator, and believer, even in tough situations. Definition. The entrepreneurial mindset is an inclination or a mental attitude towards creating new values, seeing opportunities, and taking innovative actions. It is a mindset full of passion, energy, creativity, and problem solving that finds opportunities where others see confusion. 8 main attributes of entrepreneurial mindset. 1. Vision. Entrepreneurs think long-term and have a clear picture of the future. They focus on where do I want my business to be instead of just doing daily tasks. Example, Steve Jobs had a vision of putting a computer in everyone's hand. Today, that vision gave us iPhones and iPads. Key point, vision gives direction, purpose, and helps build a strong team. 2. Passion. Entrepreneurs are driven by passion, not just money. They are excited to solve problems or create new things. Example, a person starts an online store to support eco-friendly products, not just for profits, but to save the earth. Key point, passion keeps entrepreneurs motivated, even during tough times. 3. Resilience. Entrepreneurs bounce back after failures. They don't give up easily. Example, Thomas Edison failed 1,000 plus times before inventing the light bulb. Key point, resilience builds mental strength and helps in learning from failures. Entrepreneurs love new and bold ideas. They imagine the big picture and welcome ideas from others too. Example, someone thought of self-driving cars. Crazy at first, now becoming reality. Key point, creative thinking leads to innovation and transformation. 5. Strategic thinking. Entrepreneurs plan carefully. They observe the market, think about the future, and make decisions accordingly. Example, a food truck owner chooses to open near colleges because students eat out a lot. Key point, strategic thinking helps avoid risks and grab opportunities. 6. Internal locus. This means I am in control of my life. Entrepreneurs believe their actions decide their success, not luck or fate. If sales go down, they don't blame the market. They try better marketing instead. Key point, this mindset builds confidence and responsibility. 7. Urge to build or change things. Entrepreneurs don't just sit. They want to make or improve things around them. They want to leave a legacy, something they are proud of. Example, a person opens a school for underprivileged kids, changing lives, not just earning. Key point, it's about impact, not just income. 8. Optimism. Entrepreneurs always believe something good will happen. Even when facing taxes, losses, or criticism, they stay hopeful. Example, a startup fails, but the founder starts again because they see it as a lesson, not a loss. Key point. Optimism leads to positivity, and positivity leads to progress. Summary. Entrepreneurial mindset in one glance. Attribute meaning, not just vision. Seeing the future clearly and working toward it. Passion. Doing business with love, not just for money. Resilience. Bouncing back from failures. Conceptual thinking. Welcoming wild and creative ideas. Strategic thinking. Careful planning and decision-making. Locus of control. Belief in self-control over outcomes. Urge to create. Desire to build, change, or improve the world. Optimism. Positive mindset, no matter how hard the journey. Hashtag, how this topic helps in real life and career. You can talk about how you handle problems with vision, passion, and resilience. In group discussions, GD, you can share insights about entrepreneurial thinking and how mindset matters more than resources. In internships or bank PO exams, strategic and conceptual thinking helps you solve case studies and real-life business problems. For MBA or finance jobs, companies love people who think like entrepreneurs because they bring innovation and leadership. Would you like to continue with the next concept now? Chapter 1.1.8, Factors Impacting Emergence of Entrepreneurship. Meaning of heading. What is this topic all about? This topic explains what factors, reasons, or conditions help or influence the emergence, growth, or beginning of entrepreneurship in a country or region. These factors are like the fuel that helps an entrepreneur take off and grow their business. These are broadly divided into economic factors and non-economic factors. Economic factors. These are the financial and policy-related conditions that impact a business environment and encourage people to start businesses. 1. Availability of economic resources. When natural resources, like land, water, minerals, and physical resources, like machines, buildings, are easily available, entrepreneurs are encouraged to start businesses because they can make profits easily. Example, if there is cheap land and good electricity in a village, an entrepreneur may start a rice mill. 2. Economic conditions. This refers to the overall health of the economy, like inflation, interest rates, unemployment, per capita income, etc. If people have more money to spend, entrepreneurs will see more business opportunities. Example, if people have high incomes, a mobile shop owner may sell more smartphones. 3. Economic policies. Government policies decide what can be produced, how much, and for whom. In a planned economy like India, the government guides production and resources. Entrepreneurs grow better when these policies are business-friendly. Example, if the government encourages startups in agriculture, more entrepreneurs may build agri-tech companies. Labor policies. When labor laws are supportive, good wages, safety, availability of workers, entrepreneurs are motivated to start businesses as production becomes easier and more cost-effective. Example, in areas where skilled workers are easily available, software companies grow quickly. 5. Trade policy. Trade policy affects import-export activities. If trade is open and beneficial, entrepreneurs can plan bigger businesses for domestic and international markets. Example, if there are low restrictions on exporting cotton, textile entrepreneurs will export more. 6. Tariff policy. Tariffs are taxes on imported goods. If tariffs are too high, imported goods become expensive, and local products sell more. This encourages local entrepreneurship. Example, if China's mobiles are taxed high, Indian mobile startups can grow fast. 7. Incentives. Government gives special benefits to entrepreneurs to support them. These include tax rebates, loans with low interest, startup grants, etc. Example, Startup India gives funding and support to new businesses, motivating more people to become entrepreneurs. 8. Subsidies. Subsidies are financial help from the government in specific sectors, like farming, manufacturing. This reduces costs and attracts entrepreneurs to that sector. Example, government gives subsidies on solar energy projects. Entrepreneurs invest more in green energy. Non-economic factors. These include social, cultural, technological, educational, psychological, and motivational elements that indirectly push people toward entrepreneurship. 1. Social factors. A rational and forward-thinking society helps entrepreneurship. Logical decision-making, equal opportunities, and scientific thinking create a strong base. Example. In progressive societies, women are also encouraged to start businesses. 2. Cultural factors. Culture and religion play a big role. In some cultures, earning money and working hard is respected, which supports entrepreneurship. Example, Protestant countries like the USA have high entrepreneurship due to their work ethic. 3. Personality factors. In some countries, entrepreneurs are seen as exploiters, not innovators. This perception affects an entrepreneur's confidence and reduces growth. Example, if society respects business people, more people will try to become one. Psychological and sociological factors. These are personal and community-level mindsets, risk-taking ability, family background, support from society, and mental attitude matter. Example, if a student sees their parents do business, they're more likely to follow. 5. Technological factors. More technology equals more innovation. A country with strong R&D and new tech developments encourages entrepreneurs to build businesses around them. In Silicon Valley, startups grow fast due to tech-friendly environment. Educational factors. Education helps people to think, plan, and innovate. Both highly educated and undereducated people can become entrepreneurs, but educated entrepreneurs often grow more steadily. Example, MBA graduates can start a fintech company because they understand markets and finance. Motivation. This is the inner desire to achieve something. When people are motivated, they can take risks and work hard. Motivation can come from success stories, rewards, or personal dreams. Example, a student motivated by the story of Elon Musk may start a tech company. Summary, quick revision. Economic factors are all about money, policies, and government support. Non-economic factors involve people's mindset, society, education, tech, and motivation. Entrepreneurship needs a combination of both types to grow. Real-life use, interviews, GD, internships. In interviews, you can say, I believe government incentives and digital infrastructure are key economic factors promoting Indian startups. In GD, use comparisons like, countries with strong education and tech are better at fostering entrepreneurship. In work, when you work in finance, understanding these factors helps you judge which startup to invest in or how to assess market entry strategies. For Bank PO, understanding these economic and social forces helps in exam essays, financial analysis, and general awareness. Shall we move on to the next concept? Startup management. Module 1. Introduction to the world of entrepreneurship. Chapter 1.1.9. Importance of entrepreneurship. What does this heading mean? The word importance means why something is valuable or useful. So here, importance of entrepreneurship means why entrepreneurship is important for a person, society, and economy. It shows how entrepreneurs help in improving the economy, creating jobs, making our lives better, building organizations, exploring new opportunities. Now let's understand each point with emojis, simple words, and examples. 1. Development of managerial capabilities. Entrepreneurship helps in developing skills to manage business activities like planning, decision-making, problem-solving, etc. Entrepreneurs learn to identify problems, think of different solutions, compare the best one using cost-benefit analysis, take good decisions, innovate new products and technologies. Example, a young entrepreneur running a bakery learns to manage stock, hire staff, and introduce new flavors. This improves their management skills. 2, creating organizations. Entrepreneurs gather human resources, money, financial resources, and tools or machines, physical resources, to build organizations. They use their managerial skills to bring everything together and create a company or business. Example, a woman starts a handicrafts company by hiring workers, arranging raw materials, and selling through social media. She builds her own organization. 3, improving living standards. Entrepreneurs produce useful products and services like smartphones, electric vehicles, online shopping apps, etc. These products make life easier, faster, and more comfortable. Example, because of entrepreneurs like the founder of Flipkart, you can order anything from home. This improves your living standard. 4, means of economic development. Entrepreneurs bring new ideas, make better use of resources, and create new businesses. All this helps a country's economy to grow. More businesses is more jobs equals more income, more growth. Example, India's startup ecosystem, like Ola, Zomato, Paytm, has created lakhs of jobs and added to India's GDP. 5, tapping new markets. Entrepreneurs always look for new places or groups of people to sell their products. When a new market grows, more businesses come up, more people get jobs, and the whole area grows economically. Example, if a company like Reliance Jio starts in a village, it creates jobs, boosts digital use, and helps other businesses, like mobile shops, recharge centers, to grow in that village too. Why it's important point. Managerial capabilities. Entrepreneurs become better decision makers and problem solvers. Creating organizations. New businesses are formed using people, money, and materials. Improving living standards. Society gets better products and services. Economic development. More businesses, stronger economy. Tapping new markets. Growth spreads to new areas and more people get jobs. Real-life value. For interviews, GD, internships, and bank. In interviews, you can say, I understand how entrepreneurship helps in economic development, and I believe startups play a key role in creating jobs. In group discussions, GD, entrepreneurs are the backbone of the economy. Their innovation not only improves living standards, but also taps into unexplored markets. In internships, you'll understand why startups care about entering new markets or improving operations, because it's directly related to their economic impact. For bank PO exams, this topic helps in general awareness, descriptive writing, and essay topics like role of entrepreneurship in India's development or Startup India. Ready for the next concept? Just send me the next point when you're ready. I'm all set to break it down for you. Name, Entrepreneurship and Startup Management. Module 1, Introduction to the World of Entrepreneurship. Chapter 1.1.10, Entrepreneur versus Entrepreneurship. Now, what does this heading mean? Let's understand the words first. Entrepreneur equals a person who starts and runs a business. Entrepreneurship is the process of starting and running a business. Even though these two words look similar, they are not the same. One is a person and the other is a process. Let's understand the differences in a simple way with emojis, words, and examples. 1, meaning. Entrepreneur equals a person who takes an idea, combines all resources like money, people, tools, takes risk, and starts a business for profit. Entrepreneurship, the full process of turning that idea into a business, includes planning, risk-taking, innovation, etc. Example, Mukesh Ambani is an entrepreneur. Starting Jio was his act of entrepreneurship. 2, definite qualities. An entrepreneur must have creativity, decision-making power, leadership, efficiency, management skills, flexibility. Entrepreneurship is the inner drive or force that pushes a person to start a business. It brings out all the above qualities from an entrepreneur. Example, if Ria has a new mobile app idea and the courage to start the business, her entrepreneurship spirit makes her a successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneur equals initiator, who starts the business. makes decisions, hires people, launches the product. Entrepreneurship equals supporter that encourages the entrepreneur to keep going, begins with plans and goals, pushes the entrepreneur to innovate and succeed. Example: entrepreneur equals Kapil Sharma. Entrepreneurship, his idea, efforts, and journey of building his comedy show into a business. Hashtag 4. Economic point of view. Entrepreneur is a person who adds value to economy by creating jobs, managing business, taking risks, driving innovation. Entrepreneurship supports the economy by encouraging creativity, promoting new businesses, managing risks, planning and execution. Example: entrepreneurs in India create startups like Ola, Zomato, etc., and entrepreneurship is the engine that powers these companies. Final connection: they are inseparable. You cannot separate entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, just like a driver and driving. Without an entrepreneur, there is no entrepreneurship. Without entrepreneurship, a person won't act as an entrepreneur. Summary: basis, entrepreneur, entrepreneurship. Meaning: person who starts a business, process of starting the business. Nature: tangible, we can see the person. Intangible, we can't see, it's a process. Qualities: creativity, decision-making, leadership, the driving force that brings out these qualities. Role: initiator and leader of business, support system that helps business grow. Economic view: innovator, manager, planner, involves innovation, planning, risk-taking. Real-life value for interviews, GD, internships, and bank. In interviews, I understand that being an entrepreneur requires both personal qualities and understanding the process of entrepreneurship. I aim to build both. In group discussions, entrepreneurship is not just about one person. It's about the process. Without entrepreneurship, the entrepreneur has no direction. In internships, you'll understand the difference between the business leader, entrepreneur, and the steps they follow. Entrepreneurship, useful when helping startups or companies. For bank PO exams, there are questions like differentiate between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, or discuss the role of entrepreneurs in Indian economy can come in descriptive papers. Whenever you're ready, send me the next topic. I'll break it down step by step with full emojis and simple examples.